Hey guys, Jason DLT Trading. I'm here today with Keith Griffin of Griffin Company, based in Ontario, Canada. Interesting fact, only a 14-hour drive from Ontario, Canada. I have about a 17-and-a-half-hour drive. Shows you how far north in Wisconsin we are. The Canadians have a shorter trip down to Atlanta than I do.
To Bleacher, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure finally getting to meet you. We've sold your knives and your drivers and beads and things of that nature for a long time. Sell really well. I think you have some of the coolest beads on the market, if not the coolest. Your drivers are amazing, and your fixed blades are really coming on strong. You've got a really cool slip joint now. So tell us a little bit about maybe how you got into the industry, a little bit of that backstory, and then jump on into the drivers that you have here, as well as that really cool slip joint, and then the fixed blade that is based on that slip joint.
Okay, so we've been around since 2015. I started making beads as a hobby just for myself. About 2014, I started doing posts on Instagram, social media. A few people reached out, wanted to buy them. I didn't think I was going to ever sell them, but when I, had customers contact me, we started selling them. They were all handmade back then. We started to develop more intricate designs, and it took off. So then we started doing pens, drivers, some leather wallets, dump trays, and the brand just kept growing. So about 3 years ago, I quit my day job and decided to do the brand full time. I started designing knives, and we get them OEM by Best Tech. So Best Tech is the OEM on them. We started with our Scout series. The Scout series has about 4 or 5 knives in it, and then last year we released the X series. So the X series has about 4 or 5 knives in it now. So our biggest sellers right now are the knives and the drivers, alongside with the beads.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Interesting.
So we got 2 new models of drivers for the show. We also have the Phoenix driver here, and DLT will give a new batch of Phoenix drivers next week probably.
Yep.
So
currently in U.S. Customs on the way here.
Yeah, in transit.
And so the drivers, you make them in titanium is a lot of what I think.
Yeah.
But you also do it in some neat materials like Ultim and Micarta and G10 brass.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of really neat stuff. I was a little surprised about the beads, because I still think of, and maybe it's because I think your beads are so damn cool. They're very intricate. You've got the multiple materials kind of nested in there. And from a machining standpoint, I look at it and I'm like, man, for what these things cost, there is a lot of machining in here, right? I mean, an intricate machining, well designed, really cool. And so, I love your knives, I love your drivers, but even if a customer wasn't interested in those things, I think the beads are just an absolutely cool thing to accessorize your knife with. Right. And if you're looking for a nice price point and really cool thing that you can add to your EDC carry, those beads are a great place to start.
Yeah,
but go ahead and tell us a little bit about the new drivers that you have here.
So first off, this is the new Omega. So it's just a standard titanium driver. We will have them available in brass and copper as well as different finishes on the titanium. Nice, lightweight, great for knife maintenance. No fancy tricks up its sleeve.
Can you just, for those that may not be familiar with this type of driver, just show them how it works so that you can really get some pressure on a screw that might be, you don't want your expensive knife, the screw stripping out on it, right?
Yeah, no.
So show them how this thing works.
I actually don't have a bit in this one, but yeah, so when you squeeze it in your palm, you can put pressure down on the knife and then spin the barrel.
Yep.
So it's free spinning.
So this just spins around, so you can put pressure and turn as you put pressure down.
Yeah. So now this is the predecessor of the MK2. So this is the MK3 or Mark III. Titanium. We have them in brass and copper as well, a bunch of different finishes. This one on threads. And when you take it apart, I'll do it this way. It houses 3 bits, and
Nice.
they're not in there. It houses 3 bits internally, and it comes with a 4th bit.
Okay, so this comes with 4. 1 would be installed in it, and then 3 inside the chamber.
3 internally, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So you get 4 different bits. This one comes with 4 different bits as well, but it doesn't house the bits internally.
Okay.
Now our Phoenix drivers, it's not here, but like I said, DLT will have some next week. It's a double driver. You can take it apart and use it to crack your non-captive pivots.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about the slip joints. Slip joints are on the market right now, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Tell us a little bit about those, and you had kind of a neat backstory on that slip joint.
Yeah, so this is the X Series 1946 slip joint. It's named 1946 because that was the year my dad was born. This is a dedication to my dad. He passed away when I was 16. I was 10 years old when I got my first knife, and I found it on a beach in Newfoundland. It was a slip joint with redwood scales. It didn't open. It was all seized up from the salt water. We took it to my uncle's house, cleaned it up, and that was my first knife. So when I decided to design a slip joint, I had it dedicated to my dad, so 1946. So we have these available with a bolster, and you can get them in multiple different materials. We do micarta, brass, fat carbon, titanium, carbon fiber. And then we also have this one with the jig pattern. It's a full tie, and we have it in the black wash as well. We have 4 different blade finishes: black wash, vertical belt satin, a horizontal satin, and a stone washed. And on the new slip joint, we have this new M990 bead. It's a new series that we released here for Blade Show. There's 3 different sizes: a micro, a medium, and a full size.
Very nice.
Beside that, this is our new fixed blade. It's the X Limited, and it has the exact same footprint as the slip joint, but it's a fixed blade. So it has a titanium bolster, and again, we have 4 different finishes, and then multiple scale options.
So I've seen a trend in the last couple of years, a lot of people carrying small fixed blades like this. If you don't currently do that, it's a really cool option, especially if you have a pocket sheath or something to stick it in. Rather than carrying a folder, it's just a neat option. Something this size too, there's just a myriad of things you can do with it.
Yeah.
You can EDC it. You can field dress a deer with it. It's a bird and trout knife. I mean, there's a number of things a knife this size will do, and I think visually it's just a really good looking knife. I like that knife a lot.
Yeah, it's 6.5 inches overall length, and we add a bit of jimping so you can choke up on it here if you wanted to do some fine work.
What's the blade steel on that?
On this one, this is MagnaCut.
Oh, MagnaCut, nice.
The slip joints are S90.
Okay.
And then both of them have the hidden lanyard slot. I obviously like lanyards and beads, but I liked when it's tucked away. So if you're not into it, you don't have a hole in the side of your knife. So we like to do it on the tail end and have it discreet.
Very nice. Awesome stuff. I appreciate you taking time to sit down with us. Thanks much. Appreciate it.